Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm playing Valkyria Revolution. I'm absolutely new to the Valkyria franchise. I have heard about it, and obviously I've seen footage of the remastered, but I've never played it myself. I'm not really sure what to expect from this one. So I'm going in a little bit blind. I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to try to give you at least the first hour and see what we get there. So if that sounds good, then let's do it.
Ragnite, a mysterious ore that emits an azure glow. It contains a magical energy known as mana. Its discovery brought prosperity to the masses, thanks to a select few who could wield its power through alchemy. In due time, the mana engine, an alchemic device that uses Ragnite as fuel, was invented in Europa. The processing of mana itself became an industry, allowing the masses to access alchemy and sparking a revolution. This Azure Revolution transformed Europa. As the demand for Ragnite grew, so too did the conflict between countries. Thus began the Age of Imperialism, in which countries would expand their borders through aggressive military action. The revolution transformed mankind's history into one of endless war over the azure mineral.
All right, so little peek into the story so far. It's a very pretty game. You can tell it has a lot of Japanese influence. I expect we're going to be doing a lot of sword-based combat here as well. So,
The Kingdom of Jutland, September 15th, 1954, EC. On this day 100 years ago, the European Liberation War that shook the country came to an end. Elsinore, the capital of Jutland, is lively in celebration for the centennial anniversary of the country's freedom.
more little bits of history. Oh, I can't believe it needs to load between these two tiny segments. Here lie the Circle of the Five, whose vengeful actions brought forth an inferno of war. With their execution, the blood of the brave legion is redeemed, and a just peace born. They rest eternally in the land of their birth by the grace of the Holy Mother. I'm not sure if this is like a throwback to previous games or...
Meanwhile, in a grove far away from the bustling city, two people from the Institute of Alchemy stand before a grave.
I'd like to know the truth, Professor.
The truth? What of?
I've been researching the Liberation War for a long time, and after going through the records, I've begun to have some doubts. Like, did the traitors really commit treason?
The Elsinore trials have ruled it as such. The history books paint a similar picture, too.
I've seen the court records written by Lord Donovan Lindegard. The 5 traitors conspired to thrust Jutland into war for self-interest. They incited the citizenry to rise up, leading to the death of thousands. But is it even possible to start a war through personal greed alone? That conflict is now referred to as the Liberation War. The name speaks for itself. Doesn't the country as we know it exist exactly because they rose to action? Professor, you come from a line of instructors that spans 5 generations, all of whom taught at the Institute. And the time of your great-great-grandmother's tenure is of particular interest. I've heard that Princess Ophelia and the leader of the traitors, Amlet Gronkair, were classmates and her pupils. Have you heard anything from your family about that period? How did the traitors feel? What did they think? Or why did they lead this country down the path of war? If there's some hidden truth, we should share it with the world. I've looked through a lot of historical documents and research papers regarding the traitors. I've reviewed historical facts and researched them time and again. And I've concluded that there's an important fact that remains hidden about the traitors.
And that would be?
I haven't gotten that far yet. Still, I don't believe that the traitors started a war for selfish reasons. Jutland won the war and underwent a massive growth. The fact that they laid the foundation for it should be ample reason why we shouldn't think of them as criminals. If I may be so bold, I even think the honor of those 5 should be restored.
That is quite a bold notion. There's no need to restore their honor.
Then do you accept the contents of that trial, Professor?
They didn't want to restore their honor. They wanted to watch over this area. That was their only request.
Huh?
It was for that reason they accepted the brand of traitor and the penalty of death that accompanied it. Their only wish was for all 5 of them to rest here in this land. Still, the people couldn't forgive them.
But it's clear that their request has been granted. Why is that?
It was done out of love, a complex one at that.
You have heard something then, haven't you? Please, you have to tell me, Professor.
Very well. What I'm about to discuss, as you've surmised, this is a truth that's been passed down by my family, starting with my great-great-grandmother. Listen to it in its entirety, and then decide for yourself if this is a tale that should be shared with the world. October 4th, 1853, EC.
Yeah, this is exactly how people dress when they're going into combat.
The region of Molde, where we stand now, became the first battleground in the war between Jutland and Ruse.
They look like they're going to a costume-themed orgy.
Jutland's anti-Valkyria squad challenged the Rusi Empire. They were known as the Vannergund, and their commanding officer, Amlet Gronkair, was one of the traitors.
All right, so I think that we're probably going to see some combat here. It still gets me that they're like dressed like cosplayers, and then they're on their way to a battleground of some sort. It's like at least put some pants on.
Hey, Helena, that racket you've been making is getting on my nerves.
Huh? I'm just, trembling with excitement.
Looks like we've got
You're
a
gonna
tough
wear
one
that
over here.
blouse into combat,
Expect great
fella?
things from you, Private Anderson.
You can count on me.
I must be excited too. That's why I can't stop trembling.
You're just scared.
You're right.
Yeah,
You
you're
ought to be
carrying
following
a
my
huge
example,
machine
little
gun,
boy
so
Bloom. I am the very paragon of vitality, vivacity, and virility.
Ugh, I'm surrounded by children. War's about to break out and you act as if you don't have a care in the world.
Excuse me, Miss Bridget.
excuse
Not
me.
including me with the rest of this ragtag rabble.
You're the brattiest one here, Isaac.
You're quiet as always, Tilda.
You're pretty calm yourself, Bridget, even though the enemy is practically within reach.
Yeah, you're all
That I
talking
am.
like
Strangely so.
might as well tell the enemy where you are.
Once the battle starts, though, who knows what'll happen.
Am I
I've
taking
been
this
waiting
too
for the day
seriously?
to take revenge on the Empire.
Just the first scene
I'll
here.
give no quarter.
Well, we have been pushed around a lot by the Rucks. Everyone has some grudge against them, big or small.
I mean, what
The lady
they
down the
spend in
street from
hair
us died the
products
other day.
alone.
They couldn't find any medicine for her in
Probably
time.
hire
She's so
somebody else to
nice.
fight this battle for you.
God, this is unacceptable.
As if we'll let an economic blockade kill us. We're gonna die. We'll go out with a bang.
Just so.
Is this the enemy?
'Twas to save my people from such a regrettable fate, so far as I am able, that I have taken up the sword alongside you. We must break free from the clutches of imperialism and put an end to this unjustly imposed embargo. Amlet Gronkair,
Yes?
I must say, I truly am glad to have joined this unit, for it has attuned me more closely to the will of my people.
Lieutenant Villefort,
Yes, sir.
have the princess stand down.
Beg pardon? I still have matters to discuss with you.
I don't.
Must you always speak so obstinately? Even to your
Come, Your Highness.
Godot?
Princess, when your commanding officer says stand down, you stand down. You're not students anymore.
Helena!
Aw, come on! Fifi's just trying her bestest, you know?
You always take the princess's side, Sarah. Why don't you become her handmaiden?
How rude! What's with the attitude?
Rudeness on the
Doesn't
battlefield?
seem like they've bolstered their
Unheard
numbers
of.
nearly as much as the report indicated.
Even if they had, we have our orders.
Of course.
Watch over the princess.
Understood. Sorry for the delay, Lieutenant Gronkair.
You people just like show up whenever you please for this army, or
It started.
Sir, His Majesty decreed at 0752 to all citizens of Jutland the annulment of our alliance with the Ruzi Empire. He has declared we're entering a state of war against them.
Anti-Valkyria squad, prepare to commence operation. Our objective is to seize the outpost and take back our land from the Empire.
Everyone, please, lend me your ears. This is not just a battle, but the dawn of a war for our people's independence. May the blood of our own go unshed. And may we bring victory to Jutland, our country and home.
Jutland back then was
oh
in
my
a
lord,
state of poverty.
that went
The
nowhere.
Ruzi Empire, who is in a long-standing alliance with our country, approached the other major powers of the world. Together, they launched a year-long economic embargo, which would later be known as the BRFH blockade.
BRFH. Brenland, Ruse, Frank, Hobstria. Those four powerful empires had ceased all trade and commerce with our country. With the blockade in place, the livelihood of the Judish populace was strained by a lack of resources. Jutland went to war under those circumstances.
Okay. I'm starting to think that this might be a little long-winded for me. I would have hoped we would have got somewhere by now. because there's still going to be like tutorial I have to piss through before I actually get into any real gameplay. But they're giving me a lot of backstory here that I think would have been picked up through conversations as we went.
Let's go.
Jesus Christ. They load up a scene. Dude looks down a road, turns around, walks extremely slowly, says, "Let's go," and then we're on to another load. Oh shit, there's a mission here. Daryl, Bridget, and Helena with me will launch a surprise attack on the base.
All right.
Now, we're talking. The rest of you watch our backs. We'll hit the enemy hard while they're still confused. Let's go. Alright, so it looks like we're going to get some tutorial here. Approaching an enemy unit causes them to attack. Make use of various actions to defeat the enemy. Okay. Press X to attack enemies with melee, or press triangle to access the battle palette. Oh, good, Fortnite. Let's see. Basic battle controls. Charge up the action gauge to max to use basic attacks or access the battle palette. The action gauge refills over time. Okay, so it refills over time. Is that so? You're basically just waiting it out. Basic battle controls: press square to guard and O to evade. These moves avoid attack without draining the action gauge. Okay, so when action gauge is full, ready, allowing you to attack, okay. Until ready appears, again, you can use guard and evade and run. Okay, but he's ready now.
Let's do this.
Battle palette. The battle palette accesses alchemic spells, secondary weapons, and any items equipped. Alright. Spells are cast using Ragnite points and range from powerful attacks to healing support. Fucking A. Secondary weapons do not use RP, but each gun or grenade only has a limited amount of ammunition. Okay. Unlike spells and secondary weapons, items are taken from the whole squad's shared inventory. Oh, okay. Time stops while the battle palette is open, so actions can be safely selected in combat. Time stops, okay. Round Blaze. Smash Earth. Or... okay, Agni. I think I'm still like wicked far away, so... it's like I can't aim this or anything. Ooh. Well, what the hell? Because how am I supposed to, like, aim it? Do I have to select it and then aim it? Right, because I wouldn't mind using this grenade, but obviously I don't want to drop it here. Okay, so obviously I don't want that. I still don't understand how I'm aiming any of this stuff. So let's say I select a grenade. Okay, that I can aim. Okay, within reason.
I swear I'm not drunk. Piece of cake, right?
Give you rocks.
Okay, so
Let's end this. All right.
that took care of him. Okay, battlefields have numerous locations for hiding. Press R1 near a sandbag to crouch behind it. Okay. Recovers HP. Shit. Press R1 button while moving towards a sandbag to vault over it. Use this technique to avoid attacks. Okay. Press R1 button near some walls to hide behind them. Being hidden recovers HP, and setting an ambush with battle palette skills can surprise enemies. Okay, so let's try this.
I swear I'm not drunk.
All right.
Cool. Oh, so they got a round there. Let me see. Well, I don't understand why I don't really have anybody else that I'm controlling here. Spells and secondary weapons may trigger targets to feel emotions, like panic or surprise. Surprise immobilizes targets while lowering their defenses. Panic weakens their abilities. Check a spell or secondary weapon's capabilities to see which emotions it can trigger in targets. Defeating an enemy commander may also cause their subordinates to panic, along with other emotions that can be triggered simultaneously. Emotions can also be triggered in allies, so act accordingly if an ally is panicked or surprised. For example, avoid battles until they calm down. I wouldn't mind. There we go.
Get lost. All right.
Watch out! This'll be easy.
I won't go easy.
I swear I'm not drunk.
Sorry about this.
This is a good position.
All right.
Easy enough.
Think you could take me? Let's end this! Who's next?
I won't go easy.
Let's end this!
Oh,
Out of
shit.
my way, rock.
I swear I'm not drunk.
I want him to crouch, not do that.
It's over.
Oh shit, you're on my side. Ah.
Finally, they bring out the big guns.
The enemy forces are slow to react. I wonder if they're still half asleep.
Private Helena Anderson, ready for action.
Take it down.
All right, so I think we're going to need a little bit more teamwork on this one than what I did last time. Alchemic armaments, aka tanks, are the Empire's greatest weapons. Their offensive and defensive advantages over infantry make them dangerous. Tanks, however, have destructible parts. Destroying these parts can knock a tank down or render certain types of tanks inoperable. Weakening a tank by first destroying its parts is a wise alternative to aiming for the body. Okay, target a part by pressing R2 and the R2 button to lock on. Okay. Switch locked on targets with the right stick. Light tanks can be knocked down by targeting its legs and then destroying those parts.
Enemy reinforcements sight.
Oh, don't do that. Just crouch.
I won't go into
Let's end this.
I'm a little shocked here because I don't really know how to I don't know how to kind of
Here I go.
Let's begin the lesson.
Is it done?
Who's next?
Watch out.
Let's begin the lesson.
What are you looking at?
Push through. Who's next?
Am I controlling these guys too, or are they just running around willy-nilly? Like,
I swear I'm not drunk.
Let's begin the lesson.
All right.
I don't really have, other than my machine gun, I don't really have any ranged attacks.
Our tank! It's out of commission!
Where the hell are they coming from?
So they've finally taken the bait.
Wow.
Runner, send word to the motherland. Everything's proceeding according to His Imperial Majesty's designs.
It's a double
There
cross.
are several opinions about how the war started. One theory is that a desperate Jutland finally decided to mobilize, similar to a cornered animal. Another, that Jutland preemptively attacked due to intel that the Ruzi Empire was launching an armed invasion.
Please do not worry for my sake. Am I not a soldier too? I can see to my own safety.
Princess Ophelia? How audaciously admirable.
But, Fifi, you're still royalty, aren't ya? No princess left behind, says I. And no soldier, too.
Guarding your highness is an order from our commanding officer. You can leave your protection to us.
Nay. Surely that would ill serve us all.
It's over.
You mean... he's dead?
Hey, you alright there?
I'm still so inexperienced. But I can survive. Nay, I must. For my country, I will.
Fifi!
Your Highness, wait! Stand back, Your Highness.
I'm quite alright. I can still fight.
Smoke screen? What is this? Give orders. freezing ray. Ooh.
I am sworn to the crown.
What do we have here? Healing field? No. We'll freezing ray the shit out of these guys.
Going well.
Let's go with the give orders. Yeah, it draws enemy attention, slows their action gauge. No, I think what we'll do is this. Oh, what the fuck? Why way over there? What about these guys? It doesn't make it.
Terribly sorry.
Oh, because they were dead.
Victory!
You're no match for me.
Get out of my way! That wasn't satisfying at all.
Okay, I guess that was a win. So I guess I can kind of control the team a little bit. Although a lot of their attack stuff, or like repositioning them, is still an issue because they all just like bunch up around me. You got blood on your hands, Princess whoever.
Can you stand? Princess, can you stand?
Yes.
Well, I'm not really sure what to expect from this.
Godot? No. The princess just won her first fight is all.
You okay there, Fifi? You look even paler than usual.
But of course, she's killed a man with her own two hands. Such is the way of war. However, if you intend to follow us further, you must grow inured to death. A friend as well as foe.
You really need to learn how to read the mood. Still, what you're saying is correct. For once. Your Highness, it's wonderful that you volunteered for your country. But if I may be frank, you're a liability. No matter how compatible you are with Ragnite, that has no bearing on your qualifications to be a soldier in the field. At this rate, someone will die protecting you.
Everyone, I apologize for this disturbance. I'm quite all right now. I'm fine. Please forgive my lapse in judgment. Rest assured it will be my last.
Fifi.
Amlet. I defer to your authority. Please grant me leave to continue fulfilling my soldierly duties.
You got this?
Yes, sir.
Then prove it. That work for the rest of you? We've taken care of most of their monotech, so let's finish this.
Even my king father has never experienced the likes of this.
And this is true.
I am the princess. I am a soldier. Defender of the people, protector of the realm.
All right.
All right. Continuously panicking or surprising a target triggers emotions like fear or confusion. Fear and confusion have a stronger effect on the target and can also render them unable to act. So,
What do I do?
Over
you rocks.
Let's end this! All right.
Over and done.
There isn't much to this. Like I'm steamrolling over these people. Spinning wind, storm shot. What? Really not sure why we're not.
Rushing wall!
All right.
Me, long-winded. Thanks to me.
Who's next?
Victory shall be mine. Child's play.
On the search. Who's next?
Did we get all the guys back here?
I thought show's over. Lose. Child's play.
I can do this! I did it, Helena!
Yeah, fuck these guys up.
It's curtains.
On the attack!
All right. On the search.
Bam!
Who's next?
I don't know. Doesn't seem to be anything to this. Like I'm not expecting like XCOM style like strategy or anything, but ooh, maybe we're gonna get a real target here. That reminds me of Horizon Zero Dawn quite a bit.
That's the enemy? What a nightmare. To think my unit's been routed by such paltry numbers. They don't even amount to a single platoon.
This looks like something out of a bad dream.
I think such heavy mono weaponry exists.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall, right?
That's right.
I'll take it on. Bring it!
Amlet!
Balthus.
Balthus!
Target the tank and take it down.
That's not really a tank. That's like a dino walker. Fighting in this condition is dangerous. No problem. We'll burn them to ash before they can get close. Prepare the cannons to fire. Here he comes.
Enemy in range.
Oh shit!
A worthy opponent.
Reinforcements.
Look what I did for you, cakewalk!
Keep an eye on
Your
them.
face!
Let's end this. On the search.
I wonder if I can attack the tail.
How about this?
Keep your guard up. Keep your guard up.
That won't work. That won't work.
Can I really not attack his tail?
Keep an eye on them.
That won't work. The Empire's might.
What?
Honest.
Impossible.
I'll give it my all.
In the name of Jutland! Taste my blood!
Seems smartest.
Not bad.
Whoops. So this is what I want to try here. Yeah. Let's do healing field. Hold on now. I'm not done. Oh, she's got healing field too. She has a bazooka here. Doesn't have any ammo. I'm taken from that. Ring wind. Who else do I have? I have Godot.
Keep an eye on them.
The tides are turning!
Hold on now.
Sorry!
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, let's. I wish that it would let me set up everyone before it flips on to the next person.
Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, I really want. Oops. I really want her to cast Healing Field.
Sworn to the crown. Reinforcements. Keep an eye on them.
The Empire's might.
Whoa.
In the name of Jutland!
Keep an eye on them.
Alright, so this is appropriate. I can't see who that is.
Constant vigilance!
I'll finish the day is ours. This is going well. Never work.
All right. So I don't know if I'm doing things I should do them, or like, I mean, I destroyed the enemy. There's a mission complete. I got a score of B, which is better than I did in high school. Enemies defeated 48. Alright, rank A. So overall I did okay, I guess.
Damn haven't hit my prime
we
yet.
did some level ups.
I haven't hit my prime yet, you know.
Sweet. Alright, mission report. Spoils. I got a spitting earth. Spitting squall. Alright. Rapid room. I'm going to have to figure out what that is. That doesn't make a lot of sense. And burning field. Okay. I'm sure I'm going to have to figure out what those things are. Anything that I could do from a distance would probably help, because running over and sorting people is not cool.
'Twas a smashing success. Well done, me.
Hey, they're running away!
Don't bother. The rear guard will take care of it.
True. Our mission is to gain control of the area. Suffice it to say, we've accomplished just that.
Jesus, watch that sword, lady.
Commander!
What just happened?
The hell's he doing now?
First Sergeant Ramadal, you're in command. I'm going after him.
I am coming with you.
So, what?
Damn it all! His Majesty will never forgive me for this humiliation.
Your Excellency! The enemy!
Ah! What the hell? Wait, you're the...
Most unreasonable sized sword.
You fool! Do you have any idea what you're doing? You have brought the wrath of the entire Ruzi Empire upon you!
Where's Maria?
What?
Uh-oh, some backstory.
I know exactly what I'm doing. You're Balthus Cranberg, one of Ruse's 4 Grand Generals. We knew you'd be here. It's why we planned this op. To kill you.
Me? Ha! Well, I do feel honored. But if you kill me now, your last chance at brokering a peace dies with me. Or do you really plan to take my life, even if it drags your whole country into war?
I guess the answer is yes, or the video game kind of ends at this spot. My lord, I can't believe they break to load at those spots. Like, these are the smallest cutscenes ever, and they should be able to play them.
10 years ago, you and your Emperor came here to Molda. I know you took her. You took her. And you...
Holy shit! Are you serious? All this over one woman? Do you realize just how many people are going to die because of you? Ah, but you do know, don't you? You're a piece of work. You're completely insane!
You don't even remember.
This is why having an unreasonably large sword doesn't work. Because you gotta like stand up again if you want to use it.
To know about your little wench, Maria. Maria, huh? If I recall, one of my mistresses. She was a real nympho, that one. She was a hell of a slut.
Yeah, I mean, that just
That's
goes, if you're going to kill him,
Doesn't
then just
matter anyhow.
kill him and move on with your day.
I remember.
It's so overdramatic. There's like,
I'll never
they're like
forget
preteens.
what you Rux did to us.
What were you just talking about?
Oh, the infamous ... response. God, these games are
was
terrible
your
for that.
Our mission was to capture the base. We had already won. Yet you killed this man. In cold blood. He was a Grand General, yes, but by what right did you take his life?
Pissed me off.
Answer me, Amlet Grunkhair. Amlet!
I don't know. Is this a cultural thing? Because the way that they don't respond when somebody asks them a question and then they're like shocked by it doesn't really compute. I don't make any sense of that.
Good work, Am.
Oh my lord. The cutscene loading is really distracting. Like, because they're loading up a cutscene that doesn't tell you anything. It's just total nonsense. This is another game where their cutscenes are dragging them down significantly. Like they could have filled this in like 10 seconds.
Confirm
and
it
instead
once
we've
more.
sat through like
Is it true
what,
that
like
Jutland has
35
attacked?
minutes of cutscene
Yes, Your
to
Excellency.
tell us nothing. You know, rather watch an episode of something.
Wonderful. We can finally deal with the Jutes as we please.
These idiots pretending and being overdramatic.
Balthus. He was preparing to engage the enemy when we left. I believe we should get more information soon.
Your Majesty, forgive my intrusion, sire.
If it isn't the envoy.
Hail, Emperor Claudius, and well met. I, Lord Donovan Lindegard of Jutland, hope to find you in good health.
What is it? You seem in great haste.
Moments ago, I received grave tidings. The alliance between our nations has been severed by a declaration of war.
We already have knowledge of this news.
Indeed? As expected of His Majesty.
Our Empire's treasured outpost was attacked.
Can it be? That once contested land was a symbol of peace.
Correct.
Oh, heavens.
We shall, therefore, answer the kingdom in kind.
Words can't convey my regret. As a diplomat, my purpose is to build a bridge between our countries, a bridge now burnt. My labors to subdue talk of war, so that not a drop of Judish blood must spill. One foolish act brings it all to naught. Since it has come to this, I will return at once and put an end to this wretched war.
Your path shall be a harrowed one. Begone.
Thank you for your leave, sire. Now I must hurry back home. Farewell.
We now at last have cause to strike at Jutland.
Our forces await your orders, sire.
It is reported that the news of Balthus's death reached the Empire after Lord Lindegard returned to his country.
All right, so hey, I'm going to cut it off here, and we'll pick it up at this spot next time, and we'll see what we continue on with.
Read all about it.
Thanks for watching.